and anything chemical. And so these ladies were just beaming. Well, I was in big trouble, and the pastor was out of town, and the elder was trying to show off to everybody. And then the pastor came back to town, and he set the elder straight, and it was a bad situation. And I got up on the last Sunday I was there, and I preached. And when I finished, the pastor got up, and we're happy to have had Bill with us for these 2 weeks, and blah, 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 and, and he went to close the meeting, and the ladies ran to the front and took the microphone away from the pastor and said, I just got to testify. I've been depressed for 10 years. I've been so sad and down and thought about suicide and everything. But when Brother Bill prayed for me, the joy of the Lord came on me. And I just wanted to tell you that Jesus is full of joy. And another one would take it away from her. And praise the Lord. That Jesus wants to fill us. In John 15, I'll show you, if and you don't believe me. In John 15, see to believe. He says in verse 7, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit. So shall you be my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I said unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Praise the Lord. This is the secret of the vine, abiding in the vine. And so often, as Christians, we think that we got to measure up, we got to live up to it, we got to knuckle down, buckle down, do it, do it, do it. And we're trying to live the Christian life in our own strength. But the only way a branch can bring forth fruit is by abiding in the vine. If the branch separates from the vine, it will wither away. But if it just abides in the vine and draws that life from the vine, then it'll bring forth fruit. And part of that fruit is the fruit of the Spirit. Galatians 5, love, joy, and peace. Part of that fruit is bringing other people to Christ. And yet, think about this, verse 12, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Now, how impossible is that? God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Jesus so loved you that he gave his life. He laid down his life for you. Now, I like you folks. I think some of you are pretty nice, and you've been nice to me, and I'm nice to you. You know, and I'm sure if the communist walked in here with a machine gun and put you against the wall and was going to mow you down, I'd say, I used to be the pastor here. I'll take her place. And I'd stand in there and get shot to death for you, right?
Sure.
Like the guy was at this, he accidentally got into the snake handling church, and the lady snake handler came up and started handing him a snake. And he said, lady, he said, there's about 30 people here, and you only got about 5 snakes. There ain't a greedy bone in my body. Give mine to my wife. So,